So it seems we're live. jah. nagu, kui seda räägime, see ongi nagu päris asja tegemine. ei, ma alles lähen laivi kohe. noh, ma ise olen laivis, aga welcome people who have joined my stream. This is Getmar from Developer Habits, and today I am firstly doing my first ever live stream, and secondly I'm participating in the global hack, which is trying to, or where we as a community of people try to solve problems caused by COVID-19. And I am part of a team that builds a service where students can be connected to substitute teachers and they can have online sessions. We have already been working since 9 a.m. It will be 6 p.m. in 20 minutes, so for a while. And I just started working on our public website because this is something we want to publish as soon as possible. The project is called Colio, and here I have the design of the website. Looks pretty awesome, right? Just to give you more development perspective on it, I'm also gonna show you the where is it? I'd like to yeah, that's here. The really rough architecture of what's going to happen. So basically we have the public website running on Next.js. Then we have a web app which is also running on Next.js, and our main core where we store our information will be Strapi CMS. The main entities of the project are the parent. The parent is connected to different children or students. We also have tutors, and what connects the students and tutors is a session. And at the moment I'm going to focus on the public website as said. So this is what the homepage looks like, and I've already set up the really rough project. So this is where it exists. And before I continue, I'm also going to do a really fast promo in some of the channels. Like, yep, Random Global seems to be the right place. Okay, so let's go back to my channel. I'm gonna bring the Slack to a separate window for a second. So I'm gonna look into how we can build our websites. So I just started working on a header. I just got like the main basic pieces working. So I already have like the main header component, which is really basic. So let's continue from here. It has a display flex and justify content space between, and here you can see the ideal structure for it. I'm gonna grab the logo that I just got from our designer. So I'm gonna download or open the design. That's the home page, but oh, I didn't download it. Cool. Now I have the logo, which I'd like to open in Sketch. Yay! So yeah, the problem is that the font hasn't been converted to outlines, and if I don't have, or is it a problem at the moment? Yeah, I don't have the correct font, so I cannot use it at the moment. So designer will send me a new logo where the font is converted to outlines. Meanwhile, we can continue building the header. So the font size of it, I'm really not used to working with symbols in Sketch. I'm a Sketch knob. I know nothing about Sketch. Where can I see the styles of it? Nope. This is a developer struggling with design at the moment. How can I go inside the symbol? she's telling me what to do live because she's following the stream, I guess. On the left side symbol. Oh my god. What? Ah. Okay, top left. This is embarrassing. Yes. Ooh. Symbols. Whoa. Beautiful. I knew that. I was just playing with you. Not. Okay, now I can see the styles. Thank you. Thank you, Drino. Okay, so what do we have here? And the font size is 20 and the font is Pink Fang. I don't have the correct font at the moment, but I can still write the styles for it. So I'm gonna write some simple CSS. This style will be none. No, that actually doesn't. This style will go to the navigation element. So we lost the bullets. What else do we have? Display. Yep. I'm really thankful for Drino. She's the designer and she's following the stream, giving me clues how to develop. Okay, we need to add some list styles like display equals inline block. Yep, now they are displayed inline. And let's do some nesting here. Beautiful. So I've got lots of files open here. Now I'm gonna need to add some kind of spacing for the navigation items. The space between them is, let's say, 40 pixels. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So I'm gonna add a padding here. So the padding will be, now we have some padding between the items, and I also need the logo file I can get from here, from downloaded files, and the logo will go inside the public folder because we want to access it reveal in Finder. I'm gonna rename it to lowercase. And now, how should I access a static file in Next? I'm gonna create a logo item first, or a logo component, style component. And I'm not gonna apply any styles to it at the moment. So inside main header we're gonna have the logo, and it will have a source of logo.svg. I wonder if it works. It'd be nice. We have, oh, that's yeah, I need the logo. I need the logo converted to outlines. Let's see if I can do it by myself. Nope, I can't. Probably because I don't have the font. But I'm gonna download the font now. How does the installation of fonts work? Install font. Yep, done. Yep, I have the font now, and I should be able to convert it to outlines now. Please. No. What about now? Convert to outlines. Nice, now I have the logo converted to outlines, meaning I can actually export it. Let's group it, make it exportable, SVG. I feel as a designer. So sites, and we have, what do we need? What's the folder called? Coolio public. So that works now. As you can see, the font line height is a bit off, so let's change it. Line height will be 1 em, 1.5 em. No, a bit more. Probably it would make sense. Actually, I have to check the styles. I'm really rushing here because, well, during the hackathons you really need to move fast, but I'm not able to move fast. So the font height is 26 pixels. So let's put height to 20, actually I'm going to put it to 25 pixels, and width will be auto. Yep, 25. Now it's nice. Almost done. I'm gonna move the navigation a bit more right. So it's gonna be margin 25 pixels. Let's see if it works like that. Oh, sorry, I'm moving to menu. So that looks better. Whew, I hope I'll get going now. Actually, what's the... Okay, it's 45 pixels. It looks visually okay at the moment. As it's a flex item, I can just do align items center. So now all our items inside the header are centered. Align items center. So basically align items will vertically align items inside flex or display flex elements. Now we have another thing. On the right side we have login and register. So first let's create the button for registering. It will be a href. Actually, what am I doing? I'm gonna just create the button. Const but or rounded button. It's styled. Let's make it a button. And it will get some styles. I know that the background color should be main blue. Oh no, it's a bit lighter. Again, it's a symbol. I know symbols. I've known symbols all my life. And I have this file called constants.js where I'm gonna create a light blue variable that I can reuse in various places. So now we have this rounded button. The background color will be light blue. Now the background color will be light blue. Consistency. So background color light blue. Color will be white. Assume the font size is 20. Yep. Font size 20 pixels. Text align is center. Height. What's the height of that button? Height is 22. Let's make it 40. He's more. What else? Text align center. It also needs some padding. Now with paddings I'm not that strict. I'm just gonna some important notification. Okay. It's about tomorrow, right? Yep. So the padding for the button, let's try like 10 and 20 pixels. Let's see how it looks. Now we have a rounded button. Also border none, because by default HTML button elements has its own styles. Let's see. Did it work? Definitely did not work, because we also need border radius. How much is the border radius? Border radius. Where's border radius? Oh, 21. 20. And line height needs to be changed to 1 em. Line height equals 1 em. So now we have a really nice button here. There's something screwy. Oh yeah, I need to wrap those parts into separate divs because the main header has this justify content space between, and in order to have this space, those sections, the left and right section, need to be in separate HTML elements. But it's still not working as intended. Justify content space. Oh, I should really install some linters. Space between. Yep, that's better. There are some alignments off, but I'm gonna work with the details later. At the moment, I just want to have the main structure. Cool. Back to the page. And we also need the login button. So actually what I'm going to do is the login is also a button in that sense. It's just a button without styles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a property for the button, and based on the property we can assign some specific styles. I don't remember the syntax how to do it. How was it? So it's like props dot style and maybe something like that. And props dot type. So now props dot type and props dot type equals simple. Okay, let's see, does it work like that? If I have another button with a type equals simple, and let's make the background color black. Yep, it works like that. Nice. Style components. So what I want to do actually is that if it's simple, then the background color will be none or transparent. Sorry. Color will be main blue. Yep, that's it. And so now we almost have the styles for the header ready. Login. And these need to be wrapped inside link elements. Nice. I was checking if someone has written anything to the stream. Register. I'm gonna use the same menu item here. Makes it a bit easier because we have already styled it. To be honest, I'm definitely not following the best practices here because I just want to move really fast at the moment. Okay, that should work. Yes. Oh, the buttons have an outline. We don't want an outline. Outline none. Yep. Now when we click on it and and cursor should be pointer. Yep. I know Trino already sent me some styles. Nice. So we can move them into constants. I really like to use this multi-line tool, makes life so much easier. So this is gray. This is the gray color. This is the main blue. This is the sort of light blue. And this is yellow. Okay, so we have the header more or less ready. The spacing here should be smaller, but I'm not going to bother at the moment. We'll get back to the details when there's time. So now I'm gonna create this, let's call it hero block. But before that, I'm gonna separate header into a completely separate component. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna create separate files for some of the components we will be reusing. For example, rounded button.js. Export default. You see, as I said, these are some of the these are some of the things I will be reusing. Cool, now we have the rounded button. Then the menu, well, I guess the menu can go with the main header. Logo is logo. I'm not gonna separate it at the moment. Maybe if there's a need, I'll do it later. But other than that, now we can separate also the header into a separate file. Header.js. Actually, I'm gonna call it main header because header is all default HTML element. So what I can do now, I can export this whole chunk. Const header equals, does it work like that? It should. Export default header. And now we should be able to import the header to our index. Import main header from components main header. Please work. Styled is not defined. Looks like I forgot to do something. Oh yeah, I didn't import styled components. Import styled from styled components. Yes, yes. Main blue and constants also need to be main blue. That's it, main blue from constants. Nice. Rounded button is not defined because I haven't imported rounded button. Rounded button from the same folder. Should work. Yep. Now we have a header component separated. So the next thing I'm going to do is the hero block. So this is that part here. Basically it's going to be a component with 2 columns. I'm going to use display greet for that, and that's it. I'm going to make a I think it's easier just to create a component file right away. It saves time. Here block.js. I'm going to copy the main header. It has some important stuff already imported. Here block.js, and inside index.js I'm going to import our hero block. Let's see what's going on in the chat for a moment, because we have designs coming in. Whoa, this looks really nice. That's the website design for sub pages. I really like it. Nice. Usually I would go more detailed into checking out the design, because I used to be a designer and like beautiful UX and UI still matters to me, but like you can't do everything at the same time. So I'd rather just try to deliver this page. Plus Trino is a really good designer, so I trust her. So we have main header, we have rounded button, constants, document, git ignore, and now I'm gonna start working on the hero block. So as we saw in the design, that's the background color. Hero block wrapper, actually. I'm gonna call it container, and it's a style div that will get a width 100%, but it will have a maximum width because we don't want everything to like flow over. So the maximum width will be, let's make it like that. I guess I should also zoom in a bit because it's, yeah, so maybe it's easier to see what I'm doing. The background color for that will be gray. Background color will be gray. Height will be auto. Padding, how much padding do we want to have? Let's make the top padding at the moment. So 30 pixels, and also box sizing border box. So padding won't add extra width over 100%. I'm getting some emails. I'm gonna close it. So this is the container for the hero block. Container. Hero block. And also here I'm gonna display the hero block component. Okay, I'm doing something incorrectly at the moment. Maximum width. Yeah, obviously the width will be 100%. And inside we'd like to have an element. Let me think. I want to have it centered inside the container and have it with maximum width. So how can I achieve that? So that part, the hero block content, will always be centered, but also that the hero block max width would be 1400 pixels actually. Okay, there may be better ways of doing it, but I'm going with having two containers to create this section actually. So we're gonna have the outer div or outer container. So I'm gonna call it section background or section container. Just container. Naming is one of the most, yeah, it's one of the hardest parts in programming, like naming things properly. And it will always have a width of 100%. And inside we're gonna have the hero block. Which is a style div. And this is like the actual content wrapper. You're gonna see what I mean. So it's gonna have 100% of width. It's gonna have max width of 1400 pixels. And it will always be horizontally centered. So if I do like that, insert some random content, fail to compile because hero block has already been declared. Obviously it has hero block content. So now what it means, I'm gonna make the width a bit smaller just to show you the idea. So you see this content here is 500 pixels maximum, but if I make it smaller, then the width of it becomes smaller. Let's make it a bit, let's make it 800 pixels. See, the width is 504 pixels. When I make it bigger, it's 700 pixels, and when I make the width, increase the width, then the maximum width will be 800 pixels, and it's always centered. Yeah, and actually it's the width can also go under constants. Max width, and it's 800 pixels. This live streaming thing, it's not 800. It's really hard to stream and code at the same time. The point of using variables or constant variables is so when something changes a color or anything, we can just reuse it or change it in one place. Change it in one place. Yep, I was searching for the dollar sign. Hashtag developer habits. Know your keyboards. So we have the content or a wrapper. So now I'm gonna make this 2-column layout. Basically what it means is that hero block content needs to be a grid. We could also use Flexbox, but I like grid more. The grid will have a template, grid template columns, and it will be like, I'm just shooting from my head the dimensions for the grid. So now we have 2 columns, 1 and 2. Boom. Wait, but the header is let's decrease the header padding a bit. So maybe it can be 30 pixels. Yep, 30 is better. So Sander Rook has asked, why are we using grids? Well, basically, the thing with CSS is that you can solve the same problem with like hundreds of different ways. And in my case, I could use like just a display block. I could use display flex. I could use display grids to have this 2-column layout. But it's something, display grid is something I'm really grown used to when I have to build like 2-dimensional layouts. And it's really easy for me to just change the column values here, like the dimensions of the columns. So for example, imagine I have 4 items here. Now they should, they are displayed like two items per row. But now if I want to change it, let's say I want to have 4 items on row, it's really easy just to change it. So at least in my head at the moment, the main keyword here is it's something I've grown used to, display grids. And as I want to build things faster, I try to use the things I move the fastest with. That said, like, you could always use other ways of building it also. And I plan to make use of grid as much as possible, because I can see we need to make use of like building those 2-dimensional layouts here. So having grid everywhere makes it more consistent. But yeah, so now we have grid. A cool thing about grid also is that I can have grid column cap. So basically the spacing between the grid items makes it really easy. I don't have to mess with padding margins or anything. Okay, let's make it 50 pixels. See, there's some spacing here now. So we need to, firstly let's design the left column. I'm gonna make a new styled component called left column, and it will have styled div. And that one, let's see, okay, it just includes 3 items, h1, some text, span, and the button. So maybe I don't even need it. Firstly, I'm gonna have the h1. I'm gonna make it hero title. So I'm gonna style it separately. Styling made simple. Yep, that's what we are aiming for. Then we have a span that, or like what's it called, a headline, I guess. You can correct me in the comments. So Edgar's from Latvia has written, he found us from Front-End Mentor Slack. By the way, this is a great time for advertisements. I'm just going to show you, if you are a beginner developer and you want to improve your front-end skills, then please do check out frontendmentor.com, frontendmentor.io. It's like a really cool website where you have professional designers designed different challenges for you, and you can like use your front-end skills to build those designs, and the community will give feedback, so definitely check it out. Also, there's this resources page which has tons of resources for beginners, but even for advanced developers. But yeah, hi Edgars, welcome. And yeah, what we are building, I'm participating in this hackathon called the Global Hack, and we are building our project, and part of it is a website that I am building at the moment. And our main stack, our main framework on front end at the moment is React. So I'm just building up the landing page. Sorry for playing with the windows, rearranging them to see when someone has written. So let's continue. We have the span, and I will call it hero subtext. And in the end, we're gonna have a rounded button to register. So register as a student, probably it will change to register as a parent, because we're gonna have parents sign up for the students. So how does it look at the moment? Yeah, we don't have the components, so of course it won't compile. So hero title will be AH1. The font size will be, how much is it? 50 pixels font size. 50 pixels. Color will be main blue. Main blue. What else do we have? It seems, oh yeah, font weight, I'm just gonna over specify, probably need to change it later because I don't have the correct fonts at the moment. Then we have the hero subtext, and it will have a span. I assume it's 20 pixels. Yep, Trino great job on making fonts consistent. Font size will be 20 pixels. Actually, we have already, like, the global text color is blue, so we don't have to over specify it. What else? Font size 20 pixels. What else do we have? We have the register button. Let's see how it looks at the moment. Yep, H1 gets default styles applied. I'm gonna remove the margin. Actually, I'm gonna create my own margins here. So from the top it will be 0, from the bottom, no, from the right it will be 0. So actually I'm gonna do that margin top 0, margin bottom. Let's see, how much does it have to be? More or less. Because as we are participating in a hackathon, it's important to move fast. So I'm not like really detailed oriented at the moment. Yep. I can already see that there are hero block content needs some padding. Let's make it 30 pixels from the top and bottom, and box, no box sizing needed. What else? As you can see, there's also some spacing needed between the hero subtext and rounded button. So I'm just gonna add margin bottom. There are nicer ways to do it, but at the moment I don't need to reuse many things, so I'm just trying to get visually done. Okay, Gilroy. I guess we should install the fonts, but maybe we can. Is this font part of the Google fonts? If it is, then we could reuse it, or use it from Google. Gilroy. It'd be nice to have those open source fonts or Google fonts. Okay, that it's something, but I'm gonna add more spacing here to the hero block, 50 pixels. Yep, it's nice to have spacings. Okay. Also believe if we add the image on the right side, it will look much nicer. So I'm gonna grab this photo here. I'm gonna export it. Hero image. And now we're gonna have the right side of the hero block built. So what we want to have, actually it's called like hero image, and I'm gonna have it first. We're gonna have hero image wrapper, because so basically this item here will have a wrapper. It will also have this item button inside of it, and it also has this background element. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a wrapper that has all those elements inside. Width will be auto, height will be auto, position will be relative, because we'll be making use of position absolute also. Someone's calling. Oh, I'm gonna cancel the stream for a moment. I have to take that call. Sorry. This is embarrassing, but we are continuing with the stream now. Back in action. Yeah, sorry, this is my first streaming, so I don't know how to behave. Probably I should have told everyone that I am streaming. Please do not call or anything. I need an intermission screen. I probably do. Anyways, let's continue. It was my friend actually calling. They just launched a new product where they deliver quality restaurants food to people, and the catch here is that the food isn't cooked, so we have to cook it ourselves, but the ingredients are already like given to you by quality chefs and quality restaurants from Estonia, so that's really awesome. Anyways, let's continue. Where was I? Hero image wrapper. So I'm gonna have a style inside of this hero image wrapper. I'm gonna have the image. Yeah, I'm reading the comments at the moment. I will definitely look into this intermission screen for the next stream. So thank you, Sander, for the comment. So inside here we're gonna have this image element. It will be the what's it called? Hero image.png. Does it appear? Yes, it's well not that beautiful. Let's make it beautiful. Actually, I'm not gonna make it an image element. I'm gonna make it a background, so we can have more control over the dimensions of the elements. So, and this is called hero image. It will be a div. It will have 100% of width. It will have a predefined height. So it will be about 400 pixels. Let's make it 400 pixels, height 400 pixels. It's gonna have a background image. So I hope that works. Hero image.png. Just gonna give you a quick notice that I will have to pause the stream in a couple of minutes again. So the hero image now. Yep, that's the hero image. We probably want to have some kind of border radius here. Yep, border radius 10. Border radius 10. Just in case background size will be cover. So now we have the background or the hero image item. Let's also add the other stuff. Relative. I'm gonna add this yellow thingy also. So it needs to be two columns. So width will be 100%, height will be 100%, position will be absolute, left 0, top 0. Just actually I'm gonna make left 50 pixels. Background color will be yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yellow is not defined because I haven't imported yellow. Oh, and as it's a pseudo element, it also needs content defined. Yep, set index to -1. No, I'm gonna set the index of the image to 1. Gee. If this is, then this needs to be 0. Can I have it like that? Probably no, because yep. I can't do that because that pseudo element is inside the div which has set index 1. So I'm just gonna, it's a dirty solution but it works at the moment. So hero image background, or no, I can have hero image, I can, as it's a div, then I'm just gonna grade hero image background inside of it. Hero image background equals styled. Okay, I'm gonna, thanks. Yep, so div hero image background, yeah, hero image, and I can reuse the styles here. And now I can utilize. I'm doing the same thing. Why am I doing the same mistake? I already. Okay, wait. I'll be back. Streaming. Okay, sorry guys. I had to step away for a couple of minutes. Anyways, we're gonna have a meeting in 2 minutes, so you're with our team, and we're gonna discuss, or we're gonna have a checkpoint and see what we have been up to. I definitely need to get better in streaming, but it's an X-prompt thing at the moment. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking regarding that element. It's still inside the hero image, so the set index doesn't work here. So what I'm gonna do is move it outside, and now it should work. Yep. So it has a little offset, like 25 pixels, so left and top will be 25 pixels. And border radius will be 10 pixels. So I'm supposed to make the Hangouts call, I guess, because we're gonna have a meeting. Yay! People are joining in. Just alert, I'm streaming this conversation that we're having.
Cool.
And this is Lek, Dollar Lek, the dog.
Somewhere here.
The dog's famous. Okei. Rauma kõlari pane siis. Okei.
Are you together there?
Yeah, we are together.
Cool.
In the same room. I'll try to develop a bit at the same time while we are waiting for people to join. So where are we? We almost have it ready, the hero block image. Yeah, this streaming thing, it's hard. Like seriously, it's really hard to like develop at the same time while you have to talk. So I'm going to change the naming a bit here. Hero left column and hero right column.
Ooh. You already changed the font or?
No, not yet.
But it's hard to implement.
It's just it's easier with Google Fonts.
Fine.
Okay, hey, I'm here.
Hey.
Mis te arutasite?
Ega veel suurt midagi, ootame inimesi praegu.
Ketmar teeb ülekannet siin.
Yep.
Ma viskaks ka pilgu peale.
Ma jälgisin teda juba.
Te peaks inglise keeles rääkima ainult.
Yeah, you can use English if you...
Okay.
Lõbustame Eesti followersega.
Yeah, tere Eesti, hello Estonia.
Hello Estonia.
Well, anyway, I don't have much time, so I'll just tell what I got to know. I talked to my uncle about the jurisdiction, and he said that there should be no problem with it since the parent gives permission for pretty much anything or everything when they're creating the user for the child. So it's actually the parent who chooses to whom the child is talking to. So I think there should be no problem. Also, like I said in the chat, he's a big fan of technology, and he has 2 elementary school-aged children who are pretty good at technology, and he was quite enthusiastic about the problem. And I thought if we have something viable, then we could test the product on him.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I also talked to a lady from the DMC, Harish, and asked about the financials, and she said that education in their parish is their #1 priority right now, and they have a general meeting on Wednesday. So I think we'll put together an email where we talk about the problem and probably make a more concrete
Offer.
Yeah, and we'll make a more concrete proposal or yeah. So we'll see what that brings us.
That's very
I
cool.
think that's quite good plan because due to the national holiday here in Estonia today, I think it's a bit hard to reach out to the key people at this moment because I wasn't able to contact the NGO lady anymore also. I think she switched off her phone because I was a bit irritating already maybe. But yeah, in the long run we are in a very good place. But regarding the hackathon, like to say that we have some actual we have an actual partner, but regarding funding, then I'm a bit skeptic about that.
I guess, but at the moment we don't need any funding, right? I mean, during the hackathon, we just need the teachers and students to use our platform.
Yeah, I meant funding, but like the funding for students to use the platform, not for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was with Gregor. We were discussing also like some kind of monthly subscription model for schools. Like for example, if you have somehow you need to prove that you have that the school has students who need the service. But if you can do that, then for example, if you say that 10% of your students approximately need the service, and to cover the costs around for like 50% of their costs, they're gonna pay us monthly, for example. This could be this like a business to business like model, and we can also do business to customer basically, or customer to customer, and earn from that commission fee.
But that's not in the scope of MEP, right?
Yeah, definitely not. That was just an idea, like a business model.
Because the good thing is I can really see that the idea itself is really scalable into different directions.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
That's one of the best things about it.
Sorry, I was texting to deputy mayor and principal, and I was calling one specialist and looking for answer in Keila also, like in other city than Tallinn, who wants to join this pilot project with money.
They agreed that they want to join.
I was writing, but I add this note that this is an urgent message, so I am waiting.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's hope for the best then.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I'll go. I will be back like in half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, bye.
Michaela, your updates. What did you find?
So I've been talking to some people in France, and it seems like at least the people I know, they're more concerned with the gap between the ones that have means and the ones that don't. So they're not that interested in making something that's that basically, in their view, kind of widens the gap, because it would be available to people who can pay for it.
Sorry, what did you mean by gap? I didn't understand.
Like in France, there's a problem because there's a big part that don't have the means to go online and access to laptops and internet and all that. And then the part who can do that, so there's much more interest in making something available for people who don't have money rather than people who can pay for it. So then I don't have any leads for people who would be interested.
Okay, so basically the problem is the lack of access to computers and the internet.
Yes, and a high priority probably coming from the government, top-down priority to focus on the people who don't have means.
Okay.
But probably for the future, I think the strategy that you found with reaching to an NGO who has substitute teachers, that would work best.
Yeah. Okay. Technical team updates. Where are you?
You can you can check out my stream and also subscribe.
Oh yeah. I'll do it after our call.
But actually, Robert is at the moment dealing with the CMS parts and creating like the background systems we can use for the web application.
Currently, I'm working on the tutor sign-up flow
Okay.
through web form. Yeah.
And regarding the public website, I'm working on it.
Okay. So, do you have any idea about the estimated time frame? How long does it will take to have something?
I think when I get the front page ready, then we could already publish something, so it's out there. Let me think. Like 2 hours tops. Probably I will stop streaming at some point, and in order to move faster.
Okay. Do you think it's gonna be an all-nighter, or?
To get our MVP or like the prototype ready, then definitely.
Okay.
Yay. But yeah, I was like trying to finish the designs and
Do you have anything to share?
to the same stuff, but yes, I can share. It's the same actually, the homepage and the other landing pages. So
I really like it.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to get the window.
Yeah. But are we
Nice.
continuing with the student, teacher, and the parent part? Like we should add 3 of them on the top, or?
I think it's the like most obvious to have them there because if, for example, if we don't have a parent there, then if a parent goes to the website, he doesn't know what to do there.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So I did it like this: when you're going to the parent view, okay, yes, you can, like make your account as a parent, and when you're in the student view, you need like some copy that you need to do it with your parent, maybe. Something like this, and then for the teachers, yes, contact.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I was thinking about the pricing page. So these are random pictures. I have this tool that's actually pretty helpful. You choose the random pictures here. So I can change that. Okay. Anyway, so
Trino.
Yeah.
I don't like to be this grumpy guy, but I think we need to speed up. So you don't have to make it that perfect. We can always like improve it later, but just to move to the application design also, because we need to get it ready.
Yeah, I just
You're doing it too well.
Sorry, but I don't know what we're adding to pricing page. Should I finish it or?
I'd say the first card is really cool, and we can go with it. We just have like a grid of cards.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I will stop with this.
But the overall style is like I've said it in a stream also. It's really nice. It looks really nice.
Good that you like.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else has any updates? Denise, how's it going with the logo? Or we're gonna continue with the logo Trino created, or?
I posted one logo in the Slack. Yeah, you can check it out and say something about it. Do you like it or not? Or
just think maybe there's no point to concentrate to do it, or what do you
Yeah,
think?
I think Genius is pretty good.
Like we can change it in the end, but it can be just something random there right now. So maybe let's focus on, I don't know what part do we need to focus.
I had a call with mentors also. Basically, there's gonna be 2 webinars in an hour where they're gonna explain in more depth how the submission works. So then I'll get some more information about that. But I don't know whether I said it already or not, but the video has to be demonstration of the product. So we have to demonstrate our platform.
When does it have to be ready?
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock latest, I think.
At what clock?
Confirm the times after the meeting we have. I'm gonna post it to our channel, but around 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So, does anyone have any video editing skills here?
I do.
Get what?
Good, Mark. Okay. I don't know whether you'll have time for that, or what do you think?
Maybe someone else can think about like what should we tell there, like what should we say there, and then like write it down somewhere.
Like a script.
Yeah, then it would be, I think, much easier for Getma just to read it and record it.
Yeah.
Tunis, maybe you have any experience in creating such videos? Or marketing videos?
I have done a couple of wedding videos, but maybe I can write something down. Yeah, why not?
But Tõnis, can you?
If you want, we can do it together if you want.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, that's your task. Okay. I think the most important role or task is now for you developers to just go crazy.
And Triinu.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna still look into the business model, and I'm gonna try to do some finance projections because with submission tomorrow we also have some kind of questionnaire which is related to the business side. So I think should have some kind of information there. So I'll try to form like some kind of profitable business case out of it.
Do you think we have to go into details as how many employees we need, what will be the salary, and
No, not that, but like just overall pricing strategy and like the potential, how far can we scale it potentially? Or what do you think?
I don't know. It depends what the mentor told you. If I would be evaluating the project, I would want to look into what they thought they could have as income per month and what are their expenses to see how doable.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that part. I'm gonna make it sure how much in detail it has to be. Okay. Anyone else? Any ideas, thoughts?
I have a question. Do you know how long the video has to be?
Video is 2 minutes. I can confirm it after the meetup. I'm gonna check it, but as I remember, it was 2 minutes.
Like minimum 2 minutes or maximum 2 minutes?
Maximum.
Okay.
So
Can we agree on some kind of specific times, or it been like, at least to me, it's firstly it somehow motivates, and you have to get things done, right?
Like you mean a time frame where you have to finish?
Yeah, like can we like set action items and some time frames for those action items? Because for example, I know Triinu needs to start working on the web application, and it's a blocker for me and Robert, so we should set some timelines regarding that.
Yeah, of course. But I think, Triinu, how long does it take if you're super fast?
I actually need a little bit help at first because we changed so many things and I don't maybe remember.
I can help you.
Okay.
And I think Gregor will join us also.
About time, it's so hard to say. 2 hours? I don't know. Like, should I start with the student view or teacher view or like
parent?
Okay, parent view.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to hurry with this then.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay, then I think Michaela and Dennis, you're gonna focus on the video, what we want to show there, write down some kind of script for that, and I'm gonna help Gino. I think Katie, your opinion is also very useful in the user experience, and I think Gregor is gonna join us in that task also. And regarding time frame, I don't know, 2.5 hours next meetup, and web application, like the design part ready, video script ready, and maybe landing page ready.
Sounds right.
Sounds feasible.
Yep.
Okay, so I think let's stick to this plan and let's go.
Yep.
See you 9:30 then.
Okay, see you.
See you.
Okay, people following me, I'm gonna close the stream in order to move faster, and I will reinitiate the session at some point. See ya.
Oh no, you're closing the stream.
I'll be back.